hope you're all well. I've had a few questions lately about my my favourite art supplies and the products that I use. So I thought I'd kind of put it all together in one video for you, really. I really don't have that much, I don't think, compared to some people. I know some people have got loads and loads of stuff and I'm like really jealous. But I don't have that much. I kind of limit to what I have so that I actually do use what I have. And I try and, because otherwise I could just spend all my money every month on art products. So I kind of try to limit that, basically, because otherwise I'd be in serious amounts of debts and have a whole room full of art stuff. So yeah, I thought I'd kind of go through what I use and what my favourite products are, because that's what kind of people want to know, basically. So I do use Gesso. I use the Daler Rowley Graduate brand. I don't really buy really expensive stuff because this graduate stuff works really well, so I'm just going to tip that up so it doesn't leak. This whole tub is a litre tub and it was £1 from Hobbycraft, and I've had it yonks, it's still got loads left in it because I don't always gesso my pages. I just, I'm not one of these people that has to start with a gessoed page. I just kind of gesso when I want to gesso or when I need the benefits of gesso, or if I want to do resist or something like that. So, but anyway, when I do use gesso, that is the gesso that I use because you get a lot of it but for not a lot of money. In terms of paint, I usually use acrylic, and again I use the Daler Rowley brand. I think this was £15 for a set of 24. All my tubes are falling out. They're all in my drawer, but that's kind of the size tube. It's a 22mm tube. That you get, and these have lasted me a long time, and they're quite pigmented. I have used more expensive acrylic paints in the past, and I use more expensive acrylic paints when I'm doing a painting that's going to hang on the wall or like for sale or something, because I feel like I should. But for art journaling, these are absolutely perfect. As I say, I think they were £15 for 22 because I bought them on they might have actually been on offer. So I'm not sure how much they normally are, but they're really good to work with, and I shall buy this brand again. Just want to point out that I am not sponsored by any of these companies. They're not paying me to say I like their products or anything. These are just the products that I've kind of tried and tested over the years, and that what works for me might not work for you. You may have a totally different opinion as to favourite products and what you like to use. But as I say, these are just, I've been asked questions and these are the ones that I use. So yeah, so that's acrylic paints. I also like to use watercolour quite a lot. And I use the Windsor and Newton watercolours. Let's open this up so you can see the lovely palette there. This palette is the half pans. I think it was the 45 half pans. And now this I bought I can't remember when I bought this now, but I paid £20 plus postage from Amazon.co.uk. So, and I've seen this set before, like in Hobbycraft, for like £60. So this was a really good buy. So if you are interested in buying a set like this, then I would so recommend going on Amazon. I used to have the smaller watercolour set, the travel set, by the same Windsor and Newton, which I'm not sure what I've done with that now, but I paid £8 for that, and that was a really nice starter kit. But to be perfectly honest with you, I don't bother using the Travellers one anymore, because I don't actually feel like this is that massive to put in a... It is if you were to put it in a handbag, but if you're going on, like, you know, put it in a rucksack or something, then this is quite a good set, and I just really enjoy using it, and I really really love the colours. So that is what I use for watercolours. And right. Okay, so moving on, I don't have any spray paints. I own none, but I'm slowly collecting various spray containers around my house from things that I've used. For example, this is a you know, a cooking spray, and so I'm going to be making some of my own spray paints, basically. I do, however, own some of these. They're the Cosmic Shimmer Mist, and I do use, whenever I need a spray, I do tend to use these. I've got purple, blue, green and orange, and that kind of serves most colour palettes, and, you know, I try not to be too greedy. That's 4 colours, that's kind of okay with me, but I'm going to make up some of my own acrylic spray paints. And these are quite nice. You have to give them a good shake, and they have like mica powder in the bottom. So once afterwards they have like a gold shimmer to your page. And I'm just going to grab, I did a journal flip on this journal a couple of videos ago. And I thought I would just quickly grab a page. Oh, that's a page where I've used the green spray for the hair. I don't know if you can see, the spray is green, but it's got the blue micro powder in there. I don't think the camera is really picking that up very well. And this was the purple spray, which has like the gold micro powder in it. I'm just trying to kind of tilt the page backwards and forwards to see if you can see it shimmering, but don't actually think you can. But anyway, if you want to see a full journal flip on that, that's on this big purple one. That was a couple of videos ago now. Okay, so that's the sprays. I have a couple of stencils. Really don't use stencils all that often because I just don't have stencils. Again, you know, as I say, trying to restrict myself, otherwise I could buy loads. But ones I do use, like this is the homemade one out of a punch, bit of Punchinello, which I only recently bought in the last year, to be perfectly honest with you. I have this Harlequin one. I think these might be Crafters Workshop. I honestly don't know. That's a homemade one from a die I borrowed off of someone. I've got this swirly one, and I also use like the alphabets, and that's basically it for stencils. I genuinely don't have them, but I'd like to. One day I'll, you know, when I see them on a good price, I shall invest in some more, but I don't want to kind of go out and spend loads of money on them. But I'd like to. I'm just going to close the blind because the sun's just come round, and it's just going to... Right. Again, with stamping, I own a few stamps. I have this box from IKEA, and that's full of stamps. This is all the stamps I own, which to some may seem like quite a lot, but to others may seem like not a lot, because I know some people have like loads and loads and loads of stamps. But these I've collected over the years. I've been crafting since I was a child, and I've just kind of, you know, built up that collection over time, basically. But my favourite stamp. I'm not sure who it's made by, and it's a I'll just zoom in for you. It's just a text stamp, but I can't remember who makes it, but that's my favourite one. That's the one I use. If I'm going to stamp, that's the one that I use. And then ink wise, I use the Black Ranger archival ink. I have one distress ink pad, and that's in cream, but I very rarely use it. Again, I don't really own that many, so I also stamp wise have this set of alphabets which I bought off of eBay. I can't remember how much I paid for that now, but I didn't pay that much because it was from eBay, and that's quite cool. But you can see these ones I haven't even used, but I do use those as well. Whoops, dropping everything. Okay, so in terms of other ways that I like to get colour down, I really like using the Crayola Portfolio oil pastels. I really like using them. They just blend really well. Just so creamy and soft, and they're water soluble, so you can blend the. Yeah, I just really love them, and I really enjoy using them with baby wipes. You know, just to kind of smudge around and blend around, and then to fix, I don't use an expensive fixative spray. I just use a can of hairspray. I mean, I know it's not always as effective as a fixative spray, but you know, this is just really cheap from the supermarket, so that's what I use. And again, everybody has their own preferences and what works for them. I'm not saying this is definitive, that's what you should use, or this is how you should use your products. All I'm saying is this is just how I use my products and the products that I like to use. I go through stages of using paper pads. Sometimes I love them, sometimes I don't. But I'm really in love with 3 at the moment, which I'm using again and again. The first one, I'll zoom in a bit for you. You can see that okay, because the sun's just started to come around again. It's from Maggie Holmes. I'm just going to sort the blind out. Sorry about that. It's one of those days where one minute it's really sunny and the next minute it's really dull. I'm not sure where you find out what the collection is, but this is a Maggie Holmes. Just looking on it to see if it says what pad it is, but I don't think it does. But I'm just really enjoying this paper at the moment. And I've got 3 pads that I'm really enjoying at the moment. So that was the first one. The next one, I got this from TK Maxx for £2.99. Amy Tangerine. It's got sketchbook there. I don't know if that's what the pad's called. I'm not sure. Love these little cameras. They're just so cute. Just really love the colour combinations and the patterns and the styles. I have no idea how old these are, whether they're sort of current or not. I mean, I bought this in TK Maxx, so stuff tends to be sort of like a season or 2 old, doesn't it, by the time it gets to TK Maxx, I think. And the last one that I'm really enjoying at the moment is Dear Lizzie Lucky Charm paper pad. I'm just really loving that at the moment. Let's give you a flick through so you can see. Yeah, so that's paper. My trusty heat gun. I've had this for years and years and years. It's I don't know who makes it, but it's just got "Heat It Up" written on it because I've had this for so long, and I just use it for just sort of quickly drying some pages basically. and I wouldn't be without it now. Good old trusty device. Not much more to go. I love Pro markers. I use Pro markers quite a lot. It's slowly. I'll pick them up in a minute. Oh my god. I'm slowly working my way through collecting them. Can't believe I just did that. I've got my oh, anyway, what a wally. I've got my little sheet that comes with the Pro markers, and I'm just slowly working through, ticking off the ones I've got. As you can see, you know, it looks like I've got quite a few, but there's still loads without ticks on that I haven't got. Whenever I see them on offer, that's when I buy them. I recently bought some in the summer. God, I can't remember what the name of the website was now. Oh, sorry, no, I can't remember where I bought them from. If I remember where I bought them from, I'll put a link in the description below, because it was online and they were really, really, really good price. So yeah, whenever I see Pro markers on sale, that's when I buy them. I don't really buy them at full price, but I really love using Pro markers. Really, really love Pro markers. They're my favourite. And I prefer, a lot of the time when it comes to, say, faces, I prefer to draw and colour in than I do paint. I don't know why. My trusty pencil case, which I've had for some time, and that just came from Tesco here in the UK. I've had that quite a while as well. And this holds most of my favourite and my favourite products, basically. This comes everywhere with me, this pencil case. I just know that I can just pick that up and take that with me, and very often I pick my pencil case up, my journal up, and my box of Pro markers, and then I'm good, basically. Favourite glue stick is Pritt Stick. Not necessarily the coloured one, any Pritt Stick, really. This is just the one I have at the moment. And for wet glue, I really like the Go Create PVA glue from Tesco's. This is really, really cheap, proper cheap stuff. It's in the children's range, but it dries clear, obviously, but it's quite matte in its finish. Hasn't got that glossy sheen like a lot of PVA glues has. And because of that, you can also paint with acrylics over it, and you don't get that cracking effect, which is why I really, really love this glue. And I use that all the time. I don't buy matte medium, I buy that glue. Got my Pentel Aqua brush, which I use for my watercolours. Love that. Just, you know, it's great for just filling up and doing watercolour on the go. What else have I got in my pencil case? Got two, oh, the sun's gone again. I'm going to spend this whole video doing the blinds. HB pencils, just normal standard HB drawing pencils. And then I also have some sort of, if I want to do some, you know, blending and smudging, I also use the De La Rowley brand of drawing pencils. Pencil sharpener, I just have a cheap Hello Kitty one that came with a children's stationery set, and the same with a rubber, just from a child's stationery set, an Eeyore rubber there. For sort of writing in white on pages, or for doing highlights on eyes, etc., I love the Pasca paint pens, and I have those in, what size is this one? Sorry, I was just trying to find the size. I've got one in 0.7 and one in 0.9, and then the other one is a brand new one waiting to be used. In my pencil case I always have a packet of tissues for use with my watercolours when I'm on the go. In my opinion, you can't beat a trusty biro for journaling. What else have I got? Another cheapo child's rubber. Another black biro. They always work. Pair of plain scissors. That's good. Oh, it nearly fell off, rolled off the desk then. That's other than just more HB pencils. I then have two black pens for writing and drawing and outlining with. They're both from Uniball. This one is this is the Pilot Permaball, which I don't think they make anymore, which is a real shame because I really love this pen, and it just writes over dry, obviously acrylic or whatever. I just love it. And the other one is Uniball Eyes waterproof. That's a lot finer nib. That one is doesn't say what it is. Hope you can see the nib on that. But again, that's from Pilot. Is that from Pilot as well? Yeah. Oh no, it's from Uniball. Sorry, learn what you're doing first, Anna. So that's it basically. At the moment, in terms of journals, I'm sort of in between. I need to make another journal because I always have a few on the go. At the moment, I'm just using this this sketchbook type journal, and I bought it from Waitrose here in the UK. But in the back it says Indigo Bloom for Penny Kennedy. Really rubbish paper for using watercolours, but really lovely paper for pen and ink drawings or sketching. And that's kind of my journal of choice at the moment for that. And as I say, I need to sort myself out another sketchbook or another art journal really for watercolours and acrylic paint and stuff. So yeah, so that's kind of an insight into my products and the products that I use. Let me know if you've got any recommendations for products, or if you use some of the same ones as me and what you think, or if you totally disagree with what I'm saying, you know, feel free to leave me a comment. I am, when I put videos out there, I am genuinely interested to hear from you guys and know what you're doing. I love journaling, I love art, and I share because I love it, and equally I really want to know what you guys think as well and what you do, and because I might be missing out on something. I've been arting and crafting for years and years and years. Doesn't mean I'm a master, you know. I'm loads to learn, so much to learn still. So if I'm missing out on something, then just let me know. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I look forward to hearing your comments. Bye.